We're here in Midland, Game 3 of the RoughRiders series against the Midland Rockhounds, and we're joined by Monday night starting and winning pitcher Luke Jackson. Luke, you went 5 innings, no runs, but I'm sure that you probably thought there was some room for improvement there.
Yeah, 5 innings isn't what I'm looking for. Threw a lot of pitches early on. Got a lot of deep counts. 3 walks didn't help at all. But made some adjustments and gave my team a chance to win. So, gonna be happy with that.
When you look at that start, what stands out the most to you? Is it the fact that you only went 5 innings? Is it the walks? Is it the fact that you didn't give up any runs?
I think it's a combination of just, you got to look at giving your team a chance to win. So that's kind of overrules all. But the walks are huge for me. I'm trying to cut those down, and kind of just a weird day. And it was off a little bit, but battled through it. Got in I felt real 3-2, 2-2, a lot of deep counts. Had to make some pitches, and had some good D behind me. Thank the Lord, or I'd have been out of there in probably 4. But it was a good day, and glad the sticks were alive and helped me out.
You've had games this season where you've just breezed through starts. You've also had games a little bit like Monday where you've had to work yourself out of some jams. Do you get some satisfaction knowing that you've generally pitched pretty well when it's been a tricky situation when you've had guys on base?
Yeah, I know. I like to amp up. I like to make pitches. I love to compete. I think that's if there's one thing I'd like to rate, it'd be my competitiveness. I like to get out there and I like the game. And when I got runners in scoring position, I feel like that's when, I'll really amp it up, and I really know I got to execute some pitches and get quality guys, get outs, and I really enjoy it.
For you, it's really all about fastball command and your feel for the curveball that day. Is it as simple when talking about your curve, just the way you feel it maybe in a bullpen or before a game, or is it arm action? What is it that makes your curveball better on some days and not as good on others?
A lot of stuff. I've been working on it with it a lot. Sometimes some days it'll be worse because I'm changing grips with it, or not grips, but more of just kind of arm speed with it, or more hand rotation than arm speed. And me and Jeff have been playing with it a lot, and I think I've got it figured out. It's a work in progress, but most things are with pitching, just kind of adjustments on the fly, and just getting the hang of that and making those adjustments a lot quicker is going to be helping me.
When you experiment like that, is it about making the change maybe in a bullpen session, a side session, and then just trying to stick with that entire approach during the game, or do you change it up during a game based on what feels good and what seems to be working?
Normally you try to take what you did in the bullpen out to the game, guaranteed. But, sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes the game day, feels completely different. Maybe your arm slot feels a little different. Maybe your arm's a little sore. Maybe your arm's maybe you got too much adrenaline going and your arm's going too fast. And then that's when you got to start making the adjustments. Got to start getting it over for strikes or start putting people away with it. Just kind of sight, elevation, a lot of stuff. But, once you make so many corrections in the bullpen, you can kind of make them faster on the mound and kind of work with them a lot quicker.
We're here with RoughRiders starting pitcher Luke Jackson. Your manager Jason Wood has seen you over the last couple of years, and he's talked to me about your progression as a pitcher and your maturity, whereas in the past if somebody hit a ball hard against you, you might almost take it personally and try and throw it by the next guy. Where has that growth come from? Have you felt like that's where your maturity has come as a pitcher?
I think that's the change in being a pitcher over a thrower. When I'm pitching now I know I got a guy in first or second, I got to make pitches. I don't got to be pissed off about the double I gave up in the gap that I left to pitch up. No, it's on to the next one, man. It's just kind of Jeff and Woody and all these great pitching coaches I've had over the years and managers kind of really instilled that in me. Listen, man, you're going to give up hits, you're going to give up doubles. Your stuff's good, but it's still inevitable. So just go out there and keep competing and get the next guy out and just keep working your way around. You're gonna be fine.
You seem like you're a coachable guy. I don't know unless I talk to your coaches whether or not you are, but you seem like somebody who's willing to listen and try and make those changes. Where does that come from you personally?
I've always, I love to learn. That's probably the biggest thing. I love to hear new things and try new things, and if it works, it works. Sometimes it doesn't, and all these coaches are understandable, and me and Jeff get out it every day in the bullpen working on new things and feeling new things out, and if he thinks it looks good, then I stick with it and go with it, and I feel like that's the only way to get better is to learn. Can't teach yourself everything, so if you're not taking knowledge in, then you're just kind of wasting it away. So
one of your friends and one of your teammates the last few years, Nick Martinez, now getting an extended look up in the big leagues. How much have you been able to stay in communication with Nick and hear about his experience and what he's going through up there?
We talk to Nick probably, maybe daily, every other day. Me and Nick are good buddies, and me and Asher, we go up and see him on our off day, and night games when he's pitching, we'll go out and watch him, and if we're off that day. And I mean, it's just surreal seeing one of our roommates last year pitching in the big leagues. It's awesome. I know he just go about it any other day, talking about pitches, talking about facing Longoria and all these other hitters. It's pretty awesome.
When you're in Double-A, the cliche is you're one step away, you're really one phone call away. How do you make sure that you yourself look past any of the chatter that comes with a good first month or so of the season, injuries up the big leagues? How do you keep that out of your focus and focus on the task at hand?
I mean, knowing that the only thing that really is going to get you there is just keep competing and keep playing and keep working and keep getting better. I mean, that drives me even more for this next start. Go out there and compete. I mean, all that talk and stuff like that should only fire you up to get you ready to keep going. I don't let it hinder me or let it get too big that it crumble and get you nerve-wracking. But I love it. I mean, I love the hype. I love to just try to go out there and compete and just have a good time with it.
I guess you don't really know if you're ready until you're there and you succeed, but at this point, do you feel like you're pretty close to being able to contribute at the big league level?
I would love to think I am. I mean, I don't know if I am. I have no idea. I've never pitched up there, so I can't, but I would love to think I can.
Well, Luke, great start on Monday in the no-runs part of it, and we hope to see continued improvement, and who knows, maybe you join in your good friend Nick in the not-too-distant future. Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much, Alex.
That's Luke Jackson. We're back right after this on the Frisco RoughRiders Baseball Network.